Imagine raising $2 billion, hiring Hollywood's biggest stars, and still failing in less than a year. That's the story of Quibi, the streaming app that was supposed to revolutionize mobile entertainment. But instead, it became one of Silicon Valley's most epic flameouts. Here's why it really failed, and the 3 brutal lessons every tech founder should learn from it. At the center of Quibi were 2 titans, Jeffrey Katzenberg, Hollywood royalty behind Disney's Renaissance and DreamWorks, and Meg Whitman, the Silicon Valley powerhouse who scaled eBay and ran HP. Katzenberg brought the sizzle. He could get any star on the phone. Whitman brought the operational genius, the tech know-how. Together, they were the dream team. Batman and Iron Man, if both were rich and a bit out of touch. Their idea? People are always on their phones filling in-between moments with video. So why not create premium Hollywood quality content for those moments? Not YouTube clips, but big-budget shows in 10-minute chapters. Movies in chapters. Television for the smartphone generation. The concept was built for the urban professional, dashing from subway to office, needing a quick bite of entertainment. Content would be shot in both horizontal and vertical formats for seamless switching. The tech would be slick, the stars huge, the budget astronomical. On paper it sounded revolutionary. HBO production values, TikTok viewing habits. But the vision was rooted in a pre-pandemic world. It assumed people wanted premium content in tiny doses on the go. The reality? That's not how people actually watch. The dream team had the pedigree, the money, and the connections, but they were about to learn that even the best resumes can't guarantee success. What could go wrong? As it turns out, everything. The stage was set for a spectacular misfire, and the world was about to change overnight. Quibi launched on April 6, 2020, right as the world shut down for COVID-19. The in-between moments Quibi was built for commutes, coffee lines vanished overnight. Suddenly everyone was home, surrounded by big screens, not looking for 10-minute distractions. Instead, we binged Tiger King for hours on our TVs. Quibi's mobile-only on-the-go service was instantly obsolete. Why watch a Spielberg thriller on your phone when your TV is right there? Despite the timing, Quibi pushed ahead with a massive marketing blitz and a 90-day free trial. Downloads spiked at first, but engagement tanked. People browsed, then forgot about it. The world had changed, and Quibi was left holding a very expensive, very specific bag. Katzenberg blamed the pandemic, but the truth is, the flaws were already there. The pandemic didn't create Quibi's problems, it exposed them. The product was built for a world that no longer existed. Timing was bad, but the product was worse. Quibi's core idea was suddenly irrelevant, and the cracks were only beginning to show. Quibi spent over $1 billion on content but never produced a breakout hit. The star list was endless. Liam Hemsworth, Sophie Turner, Steven Spielberg, Reese Witherspoon, but there was no Stranger Things, no Mandalorian, not even a Tiger King. The shows were slick but soulless, created by committee, designed to appeal to everyone, exciting no one. The 10-minute format felt like TV episodes awkwardly chopped up, not a new experience. Other platforms have shows that spark conversation, memes, and fandoms. Quibi had none of that. Can you name a single Quibi character? Quote, a line? Didn't think so. The content was expensive wallpaper. Nice to look at, but forgettable. In the streaming wars, you need a killer app, a show people will pay for. Quibi never found its champion. Hundreds of millions thrown at the wall, nothing stuck. The result? A vast library of instantly forgettable content. In a world of infinite choices, May is a death sentence. People won't pay for average. Quibi's content was the entertainment equivalent of a shrug. And in streaming, a shrug is fatal. No hits, no buzz, no hope. The audience just moved on. Quibi's big tech innovation was turnstile switch between vertical and horizontal video instantly. Every scene was filmed and edited twice, doubling costs. It was pitched as a game changer, but nobody cared. When was the last time you wished a video would magically reframe as you turned your phone? Never. Turnstile was a solution in search of a problem. It added no real value for users, only headaches for creators. The obsession with Turnstile meant basic features like TV casting or screenshots were missing at launch. Quibi fell in love with its own tech, not its customers. Innovation should make life easier, not more complicated. Turnstile was a flashy gimmick, not a reason to subscribe. and it cost them dearly. In the digital age, if you can't share it, did it even happen? Memes, GIFs, and viral clips drive buzz and build audiences. Quibi blocked screenshots and sharing at launch. No memes, no GIFs, no viral moments. Even a show about a talking doll, begging to be memed, was locked down. The reasoning? Old-school Hollywood fear of piracy. But on the internet, sharing is promotion, not theft. By locking down content, Quibi choked off organic growth. The shows vanished into the ether. No conversation, no community. In an age where sharing is everything, Quibi chose isolation. The result? Silence, no buzz, no word of mouth, no chance. Quibi was a lonely island, and nobody visited. Quibi reeked of how do you do, fellow kids. The name, the celebrity focus, the branding, it all felt forced. Younger viewers crave authenticity, not polished celebrities in 10-minute segments. Quibi's top-down, Hollywood-first approach was the opposite of what made mobile video popular. The creators were out of touch with the audience they wanted. They thought you could buy cool with money and stars. But culture can't be manufactured in a boardroom. Quibi never built a community, just a customer acquisition plan. The shows felt focus grouped, the marketing forced. Real cool is authentic, messy, and user-driven. Quibi was none of those things. Quibi's end came fast. Launched in April 2020, it was in trouble by summer. Free trial users didn't convert, viewership was dismal, the app plummeted in the rankings, buzz evaporated. In October, just 6 months after launch, Katzenberg and Whitman announced Quibi was shutting down. It was a stunning collapse for a $2 billion startup. They admitted the idea wasn't strong enough, or maybe just bad timing. The shutdown was swift. They returned $350 million to investors. The service that launched with a Super Bowl ad went dark with a press release. Quibi failed to attract an audience, create a hit, or build a brand. It became a punchline for corporate hubris. The name Quibi is now a cautionary tale. Proof that money and star power can't save a product nobody wants. When Quibi shut down, it left behind a billion-dollar library of content with nowhere to go. Over 100 shows and movies now homeless. The solution? Sell it for parts. Roku bought the entire library for less than $100 million. A fire sale. The shows became Roku originals, finally available for free on TV. Roku stitched the 10-minute chapters into traditional episodes. Some shows, like Die Hard, found new life and even got renewed. The irony? Quibi's content only found an audience when freed from the app and put on TV. The Quibi brand vanished. Only the shows remain, rebranded and repackaged. Sometimes the old ways work best. What did we learn from Quibi's $2 billion flameout? First, product market fit beats money. You can't buy demand for a product nobody wants. Second, community matters more than celebrities. Quibi blocked sharing and killed its own buzz. TikTok and YouTube thrive on user-driven culture. Quibi was a monologue in an age of conversation. Third, timing matters, but adaptability is key. The pandemic was bad luck, but Quibi refused to pivot or add basic features. Great companies adapt. Quibi didn't. Ultimately, Quibi misunderstood its audience. It saw viewers as consumers, not participants in culture. Hollywood production values can't replace authenticity or community. Could a Quibi-like service work today? Maybe, with less corporate polish, more social connection, and a real understanding of what people want. The ghost of Quibi will haunt Silicon Valley and Hollywood for years. A $2 billion reminder. A big budget is no substitute for a good idea. In the end, Quibi's story is a lesson in hubris, timing, and the power of culture. And a warning. Don't build a rocket ship if you don't know where it's going. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more interesting stories like this.